Hi.
What's up?
Can you make sure like this? I don't think I can hear you on the stream.
No, your stream is
Silex.
muted. No, your stream is.
Yeah, nobody can hear anyone's voice in the stream.
Wait,
Still,
I
if
have
you-
my.
The mouth.
Demo of Silex, we can hear our own voice, but not your voice. Yeah, but I can hear myself.
What the hell? Are you so strong, Carl? Oh my fucking.
Just
Alright.
fighting all my days.
Oh, now there we go. Oh, my audio hasn't been working again. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's working now. Alright. Hello everybody. Let's do this again. Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Silex main storage tour. I welcome you all, and yeah, this is a fully encoded main storage. And I mean, I know the reputation has been bad on fully encoded storages since they never get finished. But yeah, I'm trying to prove the people wrong, and I want to finish the storage. I've been working on this storage, I mean, with all the planning, about a month now. No, not a month. The planning I took about, and learning all the encoded stuff took me about half a year. But actually wiring the current progress has been taking me the last 3 to 4 weeks. I know that's very unusual. Usually it takes people ages to wire complicated storage like this, but I don't know. It just happened. When you get into the flow of wiring, it's pretty easy, I would say. Yeah, also we got Mindwave people here, who are also part of this tour. So, yeah. Alright, I think we should start. So, the first thing I wanna showcase is the bulk logic. Unfortunately, the chest hole doesn't fully work reliably yet. I just couldn't find the issue yet, which prevents this from fully working reliably. It does actually sort items. The only issue, it only sometimes sorts them. And the only problem right now is sometimes it sorts it into the chest and sometimes it puts it into the overflow. Which is, yeah, I couldn't fix that issue yet. Also, it's definitely not done yet. The component, the fully encoded crafter, isn't wired up yet. I haven't found the time yet. Also, some logic and including the chunk loading also hasn't been wired yet. But the rest is pretty much done and it can sort. For example, the unstackable sorting can also already sort. But okay, let's first start with the layout. So so the layout is first of all, I made the layout very smart, I would say. So going from the nether portal, that's where you basically always enter the storage. From the ender portal, the further you get away, the less important the component gets. So for example, when you come out of the portal, you have to input right away to immediately input stuff into the storage. Then you also have the two halls, the chest hall and the bulk hall right here. Very close. Also, you got some debug stuff like the chunk loading and the debug panels here. This shows like all problems and logic and if stuff is running right now. This hasn't been wired up yet. This is like the last thing I'll do because it's the easiest, I would say. Then you have also the player call here, which is also really important because you can, if you want to access stuff from the bulk or get stuff, gather materials, and then go to the build site, whatever. Here, yes, here's more debug, here and here, these walls. Then also right around the corner here is a restock station with all the stuff you need. It's Pyra's restock station. It's very nice. It's collectionless. I don't know. I personally don't think you need collection full on UI. It just makes the UI nicer. There is also this small XP station I made, which is really cool. It gets XP. Then right here is all the useful blocks, including an anvil replacer I made. Oops. It's really small. I made it in like 15 minutes. It doesn't store that many anvils. I mean it kind of does. There is this barrel here which you can fill up with anvils. Then over here is some more UI stuff. We got the unstackable sorter with some beacon stuff. The cool thing about the unstackable sorter actually is you see there's only chests, but this uses Pala logic, or not really full Pala logic. Basically, depending on the fill level of the chest, it decides if it unloads the box and puts the items in, or it puts boxes in, which makes it really nice to store the stuff. So like, see, you have buckets and you have boxes of buckets. Then here is the whole empty box storage stuff. So you got the empty box crafter. Here is the overflow output, and this is just the manual input. There I have this stacked box storage right here. This stores a lot of boxes. This can really store a lot of boxes. Yeah, this storage requires carpet stackable shulker boxes to work. Theoretically it works also without, but it can't really handle it very much because the splitter actually needs needs empty boxes a lot. And the thing is, the splitter also cycles a lot of the boxes. I reuse every single box inside the main var loop, because the splitter uses up a lot of boxes, and often they don't actually get used really very much. Like the Chester, for example, it just unloads those items out of there again. Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to make a bigger like empty shulker box storage just in case you didn't want to have.
Oh yeah.
Stackable shulkers. That would work, but it would be huge.
It would be way too big. And this just makes it really small, and it also it's really not a big thing. They usually they only stack on the ground. Like hoppers can't actually like if you have a hopper, like the hopper can pick up the full stack because it's stacked. Like I throw it in, it stacks, but it can't actually stack them again. So if I put them in here, see, they're single boxes. So this is really not that cheaty. It's just very useful and minimizes the space that's used. Then over here is the bedroom, the threesome room. I also made this really small furnace array. It's a 24 furnace array. It works essentially like the entity-less version from... Who was it again? The furnace array from Floppy. Floppy's entity-less 50 furnace array. It works essentially like that one. But I don't use a hopper counter. I use this fader thing. It also works. Like I can throw in, I don't know, a stack of raw iron. I can turn it on. And it will start smelting. It's a bit loud, but it smelts it. We can let it run while we check out the other stuff. So there's also this small UI here, which is for the piston bolt integration. The storage will have, I didn't do that yet, but the storage will have piston bolt integration. And what that does is you can essentially take any items from, for example, the player call. The player call has that mainly. You get your boxes out of the external bulk, and then you can send them straight into carts, which allows you to just put it all into chest carts and then take it to the piston bolt and go wherever you want, to the build site, for example. which helps transporting the items a lot. And this UI here is for crafting the chest cards. Alright, is it done? It is done. We can turn it off. It's already done. It smelted the stack of iron. It's pretty small. It's... yeah, it's all you need, really. For big quantities, you have a big furnace array. Then... let's go over here. So, over here, this is the player call. So, the player call has these preset chests, which allow you to, like you don't have to get the item from the UI here. Instead, you have it right here. And there's also some logic involved, which basically it puts those items back in here. The player call already works if someone wants to test it out or something to demonstrate it. There's also lots of safety in there. Like if I were to like send it empty, it will just come back empty. It also there's also lots of safety involved. Wait, let's speed this up a little bit. There we go. There's the box again. And it didn't do anything. Like I can put in, okay, a dragon head. A dragon head would work, for example, as unsorted. If I did this, oops, I'm tick spinning to speed it up, and the dragon head is back. It doesn't do anything with that. So there's safety, which yeah, it's kind of necessary. And then also, yeah, you can try out the cherry locks. I wouldn't call that. I mean, you can call that much. And also, what's really cool is the amount you put in basically sets the amount you want to call. So for every single item, I get 27. You get 27 boxes of that item. So 6 times 27. That's the amount you get. In this case, so we can do that. You can also put multiple items in there. It will all process them. We can speed it up again. As you can see, it got us the cherry locks. There we go. And what it also did is it put the cherry locks back into this chest. Yeah, it did. Very nice. That already all works. So then there's also more to this. So there's again here's that thing that allows you to fill basically all of this stuff. I can press this lever and it will send it to the cart integration. Right now it sends it into lava because I haven't done that yet. I mainly use this to empty out the UI currently. But yeah, this is the player call. This works. It's really nice. Yeah, then this is not done yet at all. This is the crafter. What's cool about the crafter is you basically, I mean, most people know the usual mass crafters. You have the crafting grid, which this also has that. Like you can, there's a manual mode, which allows you to just put in the recipe here and then you can mass craft. But because we're in encoded MS, we can do fancy stuff. Because we can set the recipes and the system can memorize them, and you can automatically let the system call the materials from the external bulk. So what's special about Minecraft here is it first of all, the display is spam proof. You can click how much you want. It's fully spam proof actually. It's by Axioma. It's really cool. But what's cool about it is there is actually a recipe making mode. So in survival, you can just put the recipe in here and put shears for air and it will make a code box of that recipe. And you can select the slot on the display and you can also later change this. Which makes this very customizable. So you can also you can set all sorts of recipes because this display isn't that big, so not that much fits on there. So this allows for a lot of customization. You can also delete those recipes again and whatsoever. And you can also start the operation and it will call all the boxes. The manual part already kind of works. I did not have the clocking set up yet. Right now I press this note block and it sends one batch. It eats one box of each ingredient. And yeah, there's also, again, there's also the option to send this to the external bulk, the output, and also to fill this into cards. So, again, with the piston mold integration, you can craft and send it straight there, because you need it for some project, for example. But yeah, I haven't done that yet, but this should be pretty quick to wire. I just have been trying to get the rest to work, which unfortunately I haven't done yet, because the chest hole was kinda, I don't know. Also, to say right now, I'm mainly using, for this MS, to credit people now, I'm mainly using Basil components and my own components. The only components which are not by Basil and me are the temp, which is by Monica. Right here. Which is like the usual 8-bit temp. It works very well. Then also I use the restock station from Pyra. And also the unstackable sorter from Pyra. I still have to get, the go from Pyra if I can use this. Because what's actually also really cool about this MS is it will probably actually be the first fully encoded MS that will be public. My plan is to make this public for everyone. So yeah, if you wanna get the storage, definitely stay tuned until it's finished.
You will have it here in Mindwave.
Yes, I will also have it here in Mindwave. Also, if you wanna get really good components for your encoded tech, the Mindwave Public Archive actually has some really good components from Basil, like which are just really, really good. Because I've seen the SoonTech archive, which is, I don't know, like those components aren't really the most up to date and very good ones, I would say. But yeah, the Mindwave has some really good components, so definitely check that out. Yeah. Also, I will make a YouTube video, which will, with like a small guide on like debugging and whatsoever, if everything goes to plan. Alright, then what's also cool is this display. The display is, by me, it's really cool. This one is actually very special, this quad bulk, as well as the chest hole. They're both too wide. The quad bulk is special, it is fully layout sized, so the bubble elevator, which brings the items up in this case and into the whole thing, is also inside the thing. Also, the backside is just one wide. There's also hopper locking here, so this whole MS is also fully hopper locked. It's gonna be fully hopper locked, which was actually not like fully my plan, but I don't know, I just did some stuff fully hopper locked, and since this MS isn't really using many hoppers at all, which is kind of the benefit of fully encoded, is you don't use many hoppers at all, and that allows you to lock all the stuff. Yes, I use an idle card, yes. I'm also gonna use, right now I don't, which is kind of sketchy what I have here. I also have this small thing I made, which is, I'm not gonna use anymore. This is for safety whenever a server crash, for example, happens. To whenever the chunks get reloaded to shut down the system. And this is entity-less, idle entity-less, but it uses up arrows, and personally I think that's not worth it. Especially since I'm using this idle card over here. It's really not worth it. It's kind of useless. But yeah. Now, this bulk layer, this bulk are also I wanna show you the external bulk. This is by me and Basil. The front wiring is mainly by Basil. The slice is the Mindwave Multi-Slice V2, which is, whoops, it's a little bit laggy here. This has so many chests. This can store, this bulk can store up to 440 million items, with all the multi slices are also used. Um, I did not recreate the Bazel layout. This is my own layout. This storage is also mainly made for single player, although this bulk is a little overkill for single player, but I don't know, I did it anyway. It's a multi-slice bulk. I really wanted to use that and really benefit from that. This slice is the multi-bulk slice V2 from Mindwave, which is also in the Mindwave public archive. It's very small. I made it together with Bazel, and and this is the whole external bulk. It's really nice. I also have all these fix modes, or like the green wiring basically is like resetting. Like I can press the note block and it resets the decoder heads and it empties out dropper lines. There's multiple buttons here to really, anti-fuck up, Whenever stuff goes wrong, you can very easily clean all these hoppers, these droppers out, which is very convenient. Now I would like to show you the restock also works. So like this has also a friend of mine demo, which has been helping me mainly emotional support here. Trust me, that's a real thing. When you're working on such a complicated MS and dealing with issues that are very annoying, some emotional support is very helpful. Oh yeah, demo's in the chat, by the way. He was helping me a lot also with making the item layout. And now this whole bulk, we pre-filled the whole bulk. So all of this has been restocked and the bulk has about 6 double chests of every item, which took a while. And to demonstrate you that this also works, like I can empty out this and it will start. Wait a second, it didn't fully empty out yet. There's a barrel above. When that empties out, it will start restocking. Alright, there we go. It starts restocking. And if you look closely, we can see it's pretty fast actually, the restocking. It will get the code to the bulk and then it will start. Oh wait, no, never mind. There was a glass. And it will start sending the boxes. There we go. It started sending the boxes. As you can see. They go around here. And they go into the slice. See? It's really nice. Until it's basically restocked. It gets 27 boxes at a time. So if this like fully empties out like I just did, I would have to manually restock it again to really fill it up. Also, there is a first box placement, which I unfortunately can't demonstrate right now, since all of this has been pre-filled. I can't demonstrate it, but the really cool thing about this first box placement actually is when you trigger it, it dispenses all of the boxes at the same time. No fancy animation, anything, at the same time. Because what's really cool is it just, basically it, with this 3-tick delay right here, it triggers all of this, but it just, which unlocks these, which basically disables all this redstone dust. And then at the end, it gives a dust update, which then makes them all dispense, which basically updates this whole redstone dust line. And then all of them dispense, which is really cool. It's very satisfying. I can't show that right now because I can't get rid of them right now. But yeah, this is really cool. Also, the slice also is in public archive of Mindwave. It's the cyan slice. It's I think the smallest one. The comp will not remain on. No. If I were to remove them all, it would actually break. Like if you remove these boxes with the comparator staying on, it will break. But when doing the first box placement, no, it doesn't. The comparator actually turns off. Yeah, using Axiom isn't the way. But yeah, I think that's most of the people know how this works. But yeah. Now the special part, that's like the main, like the stuff you usually have in a MS, encoded MS. Now the cool part is, the special part really is the chest hall, the encoded chest hall. The encoded chest hall is fully by me, with Basil also working on it a little bit. It on the bottom here, it's 4 byte. There's this 2 byte bit here below the floor, and the rest is 2 byte actually, which is, as far as I know, like this is one of the first. I haven't seen another 2 byte. What's also cool is the item layout. The item layout is really, really cool. The practical part about an encoded chest hall, which I'm really, really benefiting from it, is that multi-item sorting. Fully by me. Basil helped, yeah. It's not quite fully by me. Basil helped a little bit. It's why I made this chest hall when Basil hasn't left TMC yet. So Basil always liked to, like, you know, whenever I wired something, Basil like, nah, you gotta do that differently. So I gotta give a little bit of credit to Basil there. But yeah, the main wiring is by me. Same on the restock. The rest of the mess has been wired after Basil left, so there's not actually any Basil wiring. Just Basil components, because they're really good, I think. Now back to the chest hall MIS part. So this is the item layout here with all the chests. So basically, it just allows to group things together. Like for example, the beacon and the nether star. Like, you're not gonna fill this up fully with beacons, but it just makes sense. So I just logically group all sorts of things to make it possible to only have one chest hall. And yeah, what's also cool about this item layout is I didn't just make a nice item layout with and grouping everything really nice and making it fit into the small space. What I also did is I really thought about even the background blocks of the item frames, which makes this just look that it's just that extra bit that makes it just perfect, I would say. There is a little extra space for personal things, like if you have illegals, like for example command blocks, you got them in 112 through falling block. That could be added here. Also for future stuff like, I don't know, Pelmos, you could add it there. The bulk isn't right now. Yeah, the bulk also there. There is actually, what's also cool, this MS sorts every single item in the game. Me and Demo, we checked through a list that has every survival obtainable, and the only things that it's actually not sorting is the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. I honestly just didn't care about them, and you don't really need them. I mean, I could still add them. Maybe I will, just to call it that it sorts everything. What I actually kind of forgot about though was that I'm only sorting a single type of rocket. Only firework rockets with the duration 1. Which, yeah, we checked it off the list, and on the list it seemed to have not been 3 types. Was only 1. Also, we're not sorting tipped arrows because nobody sorts tipped arrows. That's weird. It's just weird. Also, if you sort the firework stars, then you're very weird, because there's so many variations, especially since you can customize them a lot with all the different colors. There's way too many variations of the firework stars. So yeah, if you sort those, then good luck, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta sort every combination of banner, every combination of firework, every combination of...
It's just nah, that doesn't work. I do actually sort every single type of banner here, every candle. It sorts everything. Yeah, I made sure that it really does. Also, all the layout has been... it just looks really nice, personally. Yeah, it took quite a while. A lot of the time, like 1 week was just mainly bug fixing. Of the 3 to 4 weeks that I have been really wiring this MS, was 1 week. Basically, this week I was just bug fixing and doing the item layout. And yeah, so I can showcase this to you today. Now to the showcasing actually. The whole var logic. There's also okay. I think I lost the point there. Whoops. I think we should just try sorting it. I mean, how the var logic works is you have a splitter, so and all those splitter items go into a main grouper. That grouper groups those boxes and then decides if they're bulk or not. If they're not bulk, it sends each box separately and every time encodes it and gives it a code box for the chest hole buffer here. It puts them here next to each other and inputs them at one at a time. On the bulk hand, though, it will check on the fill level of those. So if those boxes are all full, they go to a color swapper, which is also available in the Mindwave public archive. It is a really fast one. It's an 18 game tick color swapper. This one also in particular has a box unloaders added, which allows it to theoretically color 4.3 million boxes, which is basically, if you fill this up once with dyes, it will never run out. It's a little overkill, yes. I did it anyway. The main reason I did it is to fill this empty space here, which is, yeah, crazy reason. Oh yeah, the pottery shards. I am actually sorting all the pottery shards. I have a dedicated chest in the encoder just for pottery shards. I'm also sorting all the armor trims, all the ominous bottles, even the ominous banner. Now, when it back to the bulk sorting, yeah. So when it also it not only it colors those full boxes, they go to the bulk grouper, which inputs all those boxes into the external bulk. But I think most people know this from other encoded storages. Now, if it's a partial box though, what I do is I send it to the merger. The merger will check if it's an even amount of boxes here. If it's an even amount, it will merge all the boxes. If not, it will actually use the temp and put it into the temp. If the temp finds a match, like, I don't know, it would be here light blue concrete, it would put both of them and also merge them. Alright, that's about how the var logic works. So, I mean, we can just like sort something. Like, we can, for example, sort that light blue concrete, which has already been sorted. Like, you can put in light blue concrete. What else do I have in there, actually? For the bulk part, the chestal park, yeah, it works. It's just not fully reliable yet. We can also sort some, like, I don't know, guys, you wanna sort some chest hole item too? I don't know, Ted or whoever, just choose one chest hole item. No, not that many. Again, it doesn't fully work yet. It usually sorts. If one, it does sort, but if it's multiple, I don't know, it seems to mess up some stuff. Oh, Carrie even showed up. Wow, that's a surprise. Maybe we do a little, or I mean, we can try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm just gonna quickly do a few things to make this easier, to show you a little more of the progress. I also have all these like safety levers for debugging, and also all sorts of like these green buttons are resets to reset things and whatnot and whatever. There's also all these like signs I put down. This is all sorts of safety stuff. Like this, the storage will not process anything if the chunk loading isn't working, for example. Then, alright, then let's start sorting, I guess. I mean, before we do the chest hole sorting, we can maybe try out the bulk sorting. Which item you wanna try? I'll let you choose. I don't know. Just select the item. Wait, let me quickly take that box. Fill up the box. This input is by Basil, actually. Oh, honey. Yes, let's do honey. Which one? The honeycomb? The honey bottle? Or the honey block? Ted, which one? Which one? Block. Alright, alright. We do the block. So we fill it up with honey. And we put a whole box of them, a whole double chest of them in here. There we go. So then I start. And it will start going through the input handling. The input handling is also really cool. The input handling is actually by Basil. And it actually blacklists encoder items. So, like, it checks the fill level on everything. And it also blacklists those encoder items as an extra safety. What's also cool is you can throw in items. I can throw in an iron nugget here and it will sort the iron nugget. It will put it into a box and it will sort that. Alright, all the boxes are being colored right now. See? They're coming out as the honey boxes. And this is already showing up. This is the request manager. This is really nice. To see how the thing is working. You can also disable the passive restocking of the display. Now, as you can see, it is getting all those boxes, and they're coming into the grouper. Yeah, there we go, and they're here. Right now, the grouper can't do anything yet since I'm disabling it. This disabling also happens when like the chunk loading isn't on, or the hopper locking is disabled, or the shutdown, you know, or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of safety involved to make the storage not break. Alright, is this done? Hold on. It is. So now if I enable this, it will... Currently I'm using as chunk loaders these bots. Work very efficiently. If the chunk loaders break, I recommend using trial members. They're very useful. Alright. The grouper is grouping. The grouper is also by Basil. I use a lot of Basil components. They're very... they're just good. Like... yes, I am the trial member. Yes, yes. I am trial member. Basil, Kizo, and Skyzy. What? What do you mean augment? About the components or the trial members? I think it's already input. Yeah, it's already inputting. As you can see, external bulk has the slice unlocked. It is here, the slice. I mean, it has been pre-filled quite a lot. See, there are the boxes going in. And there's more honey. So yeah, that also all works. It's really cool to see this work. The whole external bug is also really cool. It's 3 wide actually. It's a 3 wide external bulk. The front is 3 wide. Also this side part right here is 3 wide, 3 blocks wide. And yeah, it should already be done. Right. I have this fader here. Yeah, it is already done. So yeah, it will finish now. There we go. And that's the bug into inputting. That already fully works. We tested it a lot, definitely, since we pre-filled all of this. Also, the display has been tested a lot because, you know, pre-filling. But yeah, now back to the main sorting. So we got bulk items and chestful items. The bulk items should actually, like, they go through the temp, you know, and they will also get merged. And this chest hole items should right now, I'm pausing this so you can see part of this. They will go into this chest hole buffer and just wait there. Depending on which side they're on, if they're on the left or right side, they're in this one or this one, this chest hole buffer. The chest hole buffer also checks for if like these boxes are at like, if only one of the boxes here goes in, it also triggers a shutdown, for example. It's a really cool buffer. It also uses a really cool request manager or priority queue, which uses TTP. Really fancy. Alright, again, lots of safety. Reset buttons. Alright, so then I think we can actually test this out. There we go. So what it will first do, it will send the box through the input handling and through the splitter. Wait, I should also disable this. There we go. And yeah, while that's working, I can show you some other stuff. Alright, so I also have an empty box system, which uses those stacked boxes. It replenishes the whole MS with empty boxes. That is already also done. There's the wiring here. What else to show? If there are any questions, feel free to ask, guys. I've been running this MS for a while now. I know how it works. So, if you got any questions on the VAR logic or anything. I also use only a single encoder. A single one. For bulk and chest hole with all the multi-item sorting. And also for whitelisting. Player call. It's just a single one for everything. I added 4 extra, I would say 4 extra, yeah, chests here for the MIS, because there's a lot of MIS and it needs a little bit of extra space in the encoder. So I added a little bit more there. Not a separate one for bulk even. All uses the same one. Bulk, chest hole, everything. It might make it a little bit slower, but it's a lot more compact. And there's still the same amount of suboptimal. You think so, Carrie? Yeah, probably speed-wise, yeah. But I mean, the main input kinda needs that, since it, I mean, they coded a French. Like, I mean, that's the way I'm doing it. Yeah, no one cares. It's just a lot smaller. The wiring also here is very dense. It is. There's yeah, like not much air to breathe. Unfortunately, there is still, as you can see, how much air here is still. I usually don't want people to breathe in my storage. It might be a little bit suboptimal for debugging when it breaks and stuff. But the thing is, it won't break very much because it has so much safety. Which, to any storage taker out there, think about safety. It really saves a lot of time. Rather go for safer than faster. It is in the end probably faster because you have to do less fixing. It won't break much. Famous last words. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't guarantee to this to never break. Because everything can theoretically break. Like, there's always a way to break it. People find ways. And often, if you're just an idiot, you can also break it very easily. Alright, I think it is already done with doing all of the boxes into the grouper here. I can also set in, I don't know, 2 more boxes of this, I don't know, for example. So it also does immediate merging. Like, instead of going first to temp, which we will have matches here, it will also straight up group and merge. Alright. All right.
Oh yeah, like you are talking about it, and we just don't want to
No,
interrupt you.
no problem. All right. I think we can just let it run. So it will. I don't know. It will. It's pretty slow, unfortunately, since it's a fully encoded MS. Those are compared to storages with parallel unloaders. It's slower. The kind of the benefits of this are just the amount of features this has, and it just allows for so many, like, I would say, customization too. Like the MIS in the chest hall, the UIs also UIs. Encoded allows for great UIs. It's also very lag friendly. And more. Wait a second. Oh yeah, somebody asked what logic I use for the chest hall. I don't use parallel logic or whatever. So the way the chest hall actually works is it whenever I have a readout, it takes readout out of each chest, and mainly for overflow protection. If the chest is full, it will just output it to overflow. And also what it does is if the box is full, that comes in. Like if the box is full, it will put the full box in straight up, which also compacts this. But I don't use parallel logic since it's kind of annoying to wire, and you would need a second temp for the chest hole, and it's just way too big. Also, with this much MIS, it gets messy. It gets messy. So yeah, I don't use that. But yeah, that's what it does for the chest hole. And I use these chest hole buffers, which allows the rest of the system to kind of speed up a little more. I think it probably already broke again. No, it didn't. Oh yeah, it already is working right now. I think it should start merging in just a bit. Yeah, I think it's doing stuff right here right now. There we go. There are boxes. And it should start merging. And the temp should also work already. Yeah, see. Never mind. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck is the temp doing now? That is very weird. That is actually really weird. That is weird. I broke the temp. Whoops. That is not very good. That is actually really not good. I honestly it won't break much. Yes. I mean, as I said, the storage isn't done yet. I still got bug fixing to do. I still got wiring to do. When it's done, I will test it thoroughly, tick sprint it for hours to make sure it really works. But yeah, I mean, most of the stuff works, like the bulk input, that stuff. The main sorting, I don't know, it's been giving me more problems than the rest of the storage. Mainly, I mean, the bulk part here already worked most, like this is the first time this actually broke the temp here. Like, this is the first time it ever happened. So that's why I assumed it was working, but it seems like it doesn't. The chest hole part, though, has given me crazy headaches. For example, my code box maker, which is really small, there was a problem with the storage. Basically, the box unloaders, every single box unloader I tried from Storage Tech Archive, for example, they're all unreliable with unstackables. Which is crazy that I found this out. It's kind of a little funny. But like on normal items, they would all. No, actually, if I think about it, normal items, that should still work. But for some reason, they've been all unreliable for unstackables, which is a big problem since when a box gets into this dropper and it randomly chooses that box, it's basically a 8 of 9 chance that when it's a 0, it doesn't actually put anything in, an item into the code box, or same with the ones. The way the code boxes work is, see, this part actually works already. We got leaves in here and the code box. The way the code box works is it uses shears for a 0 and bottles for a 1. And then I use a simple bottle sorter, I guess. Potion sorter. For the decoding. The code boxes on the crafter, on the other hand, for those I use music discs, because for the music discs I can actually convert it to hex. It's basically hex, and I can just use for two slots of the shulker box, of that code box, equal one ingredient, which allows you to fit all 9 ingredients in one box, which allows for a really small memory in the display here. And it also I also use a disc sorter here to sort the different music discs. And this, it's already wired some things up here. I also have to convert it to mod 4. The code boxes actually are actually not in the mod 4 order. So theoretically, if I ever wanted to, I could actually modify this pretty easily to enable you to actually use autocrafters. Like for passively crafting, like if you craft a ton of shit and you just can passively craft. You have to make a big machine though for the autocrafting, but you can just, that way you can really easily actually use that by only converting this part of the system to mod 4 when the player is actually crafting. I mean, I also thought of just not even making code boxes, instead just storing the recipe as it is. The problem with that is it would just use the encoder so much. It also gives problems with airspaces. And also I just don't want to use the encoder that much, only for when making the code boxes. Which it removes encoder usage, which I kind of want to do since it's being used from everything for everything basically. Now how far is it? See, it's making code boxes, very nice, for all the things. Did the redstone, I don't know, where's the light blue concrete? Is that part broken? I think the temp actually broke. It's the first time it ever broke. There's actually a safety here, which, I mean, it's not all hooked up yet, but whenever the temp actually, wait, what? Is it actually? It did actually break, lol. Or am I wrong? It did actually break, that's why it's not doing anything. Whoops. Whoops.
Okay, once...
I see. But this is already kind of built in right now. Wait, let me quickly check just to be sure that it's alright. Yeah, this is actually good to show this right now. Now that the temp actually broke, the system stopped working. It doesn't do anything anymore. It should have, usually it triggers the shutdown line. Right now it doesn't, because there is no shutdown line wired up yet. But right, this slider here has been moved up because every time it wants to use the temp, it checks if each of these chests are full, I guess, like if everything's alright. And it triggered the shutdown in this case, which this is really good. Right now I think I kind of fixed it again. I want to see if it actually does do anything, and if I press this button, it should work again. See, it does it. Yes. It is really dense,
Was
but no,
the
nothing
main-
else broke, Augment. Nothing else broke. It's just the
Was the
temp that
mainstorage
kind of something
ready to be
something
released?
is messed up there. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Finding where the problem comes from is the hardest part. Fixing it is usually very easy. And it put it in here. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it puts it in differently than the code than it used to. I don't know why. I gotta find the issue that is with that. But yeah, as you can see, that works. I'm wondering if it's actually merging anything or if it's already done with merging stuff. Didn't actually look at that. But yeah, when this fader runs out, it will also reset everything. Never mind, it's already doing something else right now. Or is it? I don't know. No, this seems good. This seems... Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, the temp is not broken. Now it puts it into this slot. It is not broken. It... Okay, there's something wrong. I mean, it's great that you appreciate my wiring, Augment. It is very dense, yes. This is definitely not my best wiring, since I wired it up in like 3 weeks instead of taking my time with it, making it extra niche. But yeah, it seems to again all work half the time. Okay, so the main sorting again, as I already said, it doesn't fully work yet, but it most of it works of the mess. Alright, is all of the stuff here. Let me take sprint real quick. Alright. It is all here, or it should be all here. Unless anything is in here. That's the overflow and unsorted. If something's wrong, everything basically goes there. Like if the thing is unsorted in encoder, it goes there. I mean, it's overflow unsorted. That's literally what it means. Alright, so now I'll showcase the chest hole here. So the chest hole buffer is really cool. I use this this comparator signal strength here to have a single wire for both sides of the chest hole, which goes down here into the chest hole buffer. And basically tells the chest hole buffer which one of them is running. If both of them are running, then the signal strength should be 0. If only one of them is running, like it depends on which one. If it's I think the left one, then it is the signal strength 1. If it's only the right one, it's signal strength 2. If it's both of them, it's 0. And if it's none of them, it's 3. It's hex. Essentially, I just use hex. And yeah. I think it seems to work. To unloading something. But yeah, no, this is... What the hell? Why did it unlock 2 slices? Great. Yeah, it doesn't fully work for some reason. It's, I don't know why that left side was... Oh, no, true. Both of the sides can work at the same time. I forgot. Oof. So, no, it does actually work right now. See, it actually put the slabs in here. It works most of the time, or some of the time it works, some of the time it doesn't. And yeah, as you could see there, it worked. Now, it was, I think, this slice that was also unloading something. True, the dark oak leaves actually got into the dark oak leaf slice there. One of them got in here, yeah, there's still a problem with the resetting too. And the practical part is, if something goes wrong, it goes in here. Since I actually have... It should never actually be used. Like, if there is a problem, then, you know, okay. But still, if there's a problem, all of these items actually go into the unsorted overflow. Like I have this like overflow protection here in the back. I don't get the question, Carrie. 8 times style breaking. I don't know. Alright. What is it doing now? Other side, probably. It's doing something. But yeah, it shows everything every time it does something in a slice. It shows that. Yeah, see, now we have the problem. It seems to, it likes to just like put it into the wrong side for some reason. That's a reliability issue. I don't get why it still does that. I have to find a fix for that. Maybe I use 2 water streams. I use a single one for both sides. And maybe if I split them off differently at the bottom and then use 2 water streams, it could probably work. But it's very annoying. I don't know why it's doing that stuff. But yeah. Yeah, it works some of the time. Did anything go into the... No, actually... Since both sides are working... Yeah. I mean, this is supposed to... I mean, right now, you would just use manual labor. So for everything that would not be sorted properly, a trial member would put it in here. It's funny that I say trial member, because I'm not actually a member. So I'm actually the person that would do that. I'm not yet a full member. Alright, Carl, bye. Trial member tech, yeah. Trial member tech is very, very, very good. It allows trial members to prove themselves worthy, and also makes members have less work. I don't know. It's probably also just free labor. I don't know. Alright. But yeah. That's what the storage does. It's highly advanced. Yes, it is. It really is. Unpaid internship. Yes, that you could call it that too. But yeah, this storage is mainly, it focuses on more on single player side and also mainly on features. It's not that fast, but it's made to be very, very robust, breaking wise, and also to just have so many features, like the crafter, the player call. Everything has just so many extra features. There's also, you know, UI panel, which allows you to do all sorts of things. Disable literally disable unstackable sorting. I mean, I basically wired all of the stuff. I just have right now. There's just this lever back here. I have to wire it up actually. That's hasn't happened yet, but that's like easy wiring, easy peasy. Yeah. And yeah, I hope I can make this public. I mean, you all know Basil. Basil is kind of the person who gatekeeps everything. Since Basil left TMC, I don't care anymore to publish this MS. Since it's just really good, and also the most of the Basil components are not private. But Basil told me to not publish it, and now Basil, I don't know, honestly. It's really annoying. But now that Basil left TMC, especially the way she left TMC is crazy. She actually like deleted everything. What the hell? So funny with the Silex heads. It's so funny. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Only gatekeep thing is the crafter thingy and the matrix. Yup. Basil actually made a really cool matrix haul. and gatekeeping it. Like literally, she gatekept the information that it existed, which is like absolutely pointless. Cause like, why? You have such a crazy thing. Why not share it with people and like show off a little? Like that's even weirder. Huh? I would do that. I would do that instead of gatekeeping it. There are not really many reasons for gatekeeping stuff. It's mainly just a choice or like a personal thing. Like you just want to keep it for yourself because it's cool and you just want to be the special person. But yeah, I want to make this public because it's cool, MS, and it maybe allows people to learn to make their own fully encoded MS, which I think is worth more than just like gatekeeping it. Because like, if you always gatekeep that stuff, then we will never get closer to like improving it. Like if only one person always makes the stuff, like that, there's always room for improvement, and maybe people have other ideas and what to do and maybe to improve on it. And if you just gatekeep everything, there's not really room for that. So yeah, I mean, I was also gatekeeping. I'm still gatekeeping it right now because it's not done yet. And
Nah, but it's because it's not really ready to be released.
yeah, exactly. That's mainly the reason. Also, I still didn't get an answer from Pyra if I can use this unstackable sorter.
I mean, I'm sure he will be fine.
Yeah, me too. Pyra publishes this shit too. I think Pyra didn't publish the unstackable sorter yet because I think he didn't fully test it yet, or I don't know. It should be tested though. I mean, I never had any issues with it at all. I mean, I can show you the unstackable sorting too right now. I think the chest hole is done by now. It should be, but it seems like it is probably just broken. It is probably just broken. No, there's actually... Oh. There is still something in here. Wow. There's more in here. Yeah, it's broken. It doesn't work. I still have to fix that. That's sad, but yeah. It's very annoying. The part that this is very complicated makes it... There's definitely a lot of room for small mistakes. And small mistakes really give you problems. Trust me. Often on the bulk stuff, there was also issues. I often just like messed up wiring-wise. I have a good example. On one situation, I had like 2 doors here, like wires running up and down. And I was running one wire here, like you would, I don't know, you would run it like, I don't know, something like this or whatever, depending on it. And I was so smart and had the wiring be like this. So it triggered something else, which is not ideal. It's like this kind of small mistake, which is really easy to fix, but yeah, finding it is not easy. Alright, I'll show you the unstackable sorting. Like, I don't know, what unstackables you want to sort. Augment, throw some random unstackables in there. Go. But fill the boxes, multiple boxes maybe then, to fill it up, okay? Or like throw one unstackable in and fill the whole box up internally. Yes. We do. Iron shovels might not be the best. Diamond shovels might not be the best decision. No, it will work. It will go in the overflow. But to showcase the UI, I would... No, you can do diamond shovels. Do it, sure. That will also work, yeah. It will be another one. Oh, good. Wait, that's kind of... A little bit. Okay, we do it. Do you want us to do some more? You can do that. And they will be... Wait, is the unstackable sorting on? Please, it is. Yes, it is. It will sort those and it will send one box into the UI here. And put a box here. And all the axolotls should probably just be in here. Or where? Oh yeah, here. That's the fish tank. So yeah. They don't actually get killed. They don't even die from entity cramming. Because of this ladder. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. There we go. We don't want to cause too much lag. And then, yeah, and see, we got a box in here. It started the box, and since the thing is full of items. What is Augment doing? Whoa. I mean, sure, do it. Yeah, it will work. That part worked first try for some reason. And then the chest hole still doesn't work after trying to fix it for ages. Slash get all item. They're gonna eat all fish. True, demo. If you put axolotls in, then every fish will actually die. Since the axolotls will eat it. True, true. That's a good point. So be careful with axolotls. It's good now. It's good now. Augment. We good now. It won't actually. What's cool? What's actually cool? We done now. Augment. Okay, we're sorting it now. So basically, what the unstackable sorter can sort. It sorts actually all the different types of minecarts and puts them into separate boxes. They do go in the same UI slice, but it's just more convenient since mixed boxes is very annoying. Trust me. The thing on boats though, I don't actually sort chest boats and boats because it is absolutely useless. It really is. Because there are multiple boat types, so sorting between boats and chest boats isn't really that useful. And it just makes it a lot bigger and other stuff. What I also... I actually have a separate slot for chest cards here, since just a lot of chest cards get used in a piston ball integration. What's also pretty cool is, if you don't want it to put any items in, I think it is putting some items in. I think. Never mind, it's not. What the heck? Why were the anvils doing stuff? Was somebody at the anvil replacer? I'm a little confused now. Alright, yeah, but it does the sorting. Oh, see, it is actually sorting stuff right now. Selected a slice. It is a pretty slow clock since we're dealing with unstackables. Parallel logic is kind of a pain with unstackables because if half of it is full, since if it were to be 8 game tick, it would, yes, it has to be pretty slow. This allows for a slow clock down here, which makes it really small. But also the thing is, it's just a problem with parallel logic, because with parallel logic is that this distance from the actual dropper until you get there. On 8 game tick, that is pretty much nearly half the chest again. So it just removes the whole purpose of it. Like if there was a single one, it would like unload like this much more. So there's like next to no space for boxes. On normal items, this would actually work though. Like then it wouldn't be a problem. You could run it at 8 game ticks. At 8 game ticks. But yeah, since it doesn't... Yeah, it has to be slow here. But it's not that slow, I think. And only does it when items in boxes is pretty fast. There's also this lever here which allows you to, say, fill it, only use boxes. Which right now it wouldn't change much. Oh. I feel like that box loader isn't working for some unknown reason. Oh, true, because I'm stupid. Problem solved. I might have broke that while wiring. That's why I put every single one of them separately. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work. But as you can see all the boats. Oh no. Why are the armors going here? What I do wrong? Whoops. Never mind. Yeah, it doesn't all work fully yet. There seems to still be a few issues. Music, this it mainly works. I think I messed something on the code pattern down. That could be the reason. Powdered snow, lava. Yeah, see, it put the lava buckets in here. Yeah, I think I messed something up down there. Why put? Yeah, I probably have the lava buckets and that be the same code for some reason. Same on the armor. But I mean, it's sort the unstable sorter works. Unstable sorting pretty much also works. But yeah, there's still issues I'm dealing with. But I hope this is a nice showcase for everyone to see how such an MS can how an MS can be if you do it smart, I would say. Of course, there's other things. MS main storages are kind of really preference based, so like, not really everybody has their own preferences, which doesn't allow for a perfect storage. Scam when it's done, augment when it's done. Soon TM. I mean soon TM. I definitely wanna give a shout out again to Demo. Demo was a big help. Even though he wasn't doing anything here really, he was mainly just being there. Which helps a lot, honestly. Trust me, guys. It helps you to not get burned out. Get yourself a friend when you do storage tech. To goof around with. There's also some hidden storage tech like this. If you don't put these map arts down, the storage will not work, by the way. I mean, since the storage is that complicated, it's gonna be funny when people I could put probably in some places literally block choices that would actually break the storage if you didn't do them like that. There are other options, but since this is so complicated, people won't question it. Like, for example, when you push, when you have a wire running on top of here, for example, and you have a piston pusher, and you don't wanna I don't know, trigger this observer. So if you wanted to, if it needs to be a full block, for example, there are options like a redstone lamp. Like if I were to move this redstone lamp, it doesn't trigger the observer. The thing is though, what also doesn't change the redstone lamp is if you use another right block, it doesn't. So you could just use, block choices like another right block. And if you didn't use another right block then... Oh, oops. Does a TNT actually also work? But it's not really a full block if you want, if you need redstone wiring through it, I wouldn't put a TNT here, please, because TNT is not disabled right now, and I don't want this thing to blow up, okay? Single time use wiring, yes. That's very, very good. Trust me, guys. Use TNT as your building block. I use grey concrete, and you use TNT, okay? I might switch to that for the public version. Public version is a one-time use storage. Would be funny. I will also, when I publish it, I will also make it so It's a world download, and if it doesn't work for you, then it's a you issue and not a me issue, because on world downloads the world is set and everything. If I'll make it so that it's not my fault, trust me, guys. I don't want people
Whenever
to be
this is
hating.
ready to be released and published and everything,
Yeah.
we could also make channel just for troubleshooting and living there like maybe sort of a ticket system or whatever. Maybe not ticket system.
Yeah,
but
you could
yes.
do that, but I personally don't want to do that, because this storage is also kind of mainly for so the people who complain about GAP being shut up. That's the main reason I want to publish it. But yeah, we could do that just to have
No, but like
to be
imagine someone
nice to
finds-
those other people.
Imagine someone finds trouble like an edge case that
True, an edge
nobody
case
thought
that
about.
yeah, exactly. That could actually be useful, yes. So yeah, that is actually a pretty good idea. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how things happen. This is an early preview, a showcase.
Nobody don't send it to the next person.
Double it and give it to the next person. Yes. Yes. Like all the problems. That's good demo, yeah. That's what we do here. We double it and give it to the next person. Alright, everybody. If you have a problem, with my mess, double it and give it to the next person. I will double it and give it to the next person, yes. Alright. I think this is everything about the mess. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I know a lot. Well, I think I know a lot.
You
Probably-
better do.
I probably don't know that much, but I think I know. I know my storage. I think I know that a little bit, you know? I think I could
Once you
explain a
finish
few
it-
things.
Once you finish it, will you be down into maybe doing improvements to it at some point? Not like immediate.
Probably. I will probably make I will probably at some point when I have more experience in wiring, which I currently don't have. I know this is really clean wiring. I personally don't think it is. There is definitely quite a lot of room for improvement. You know? To make it even better, to make it maybe faster, and you know, just make it a lot better. And also just to use up all this empty space, which might be nice, but I personally want to make it compact. I mean, although I don't know, maybe at some point I will make a better version of this. But yeah, if there are issues that are actually like problems, and they they're like an edge case, for example, I forgot about, I will make change it to it and fix that, of course, because yeah, that's
And
not
yeah,
good. But yeah. Yeah. I will also, demo. I will also make an instructions video. Like nothing too in depth, but like it's like a basic instructions on like how to fix it. I mean, I'll see how I'll do things. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to making like a cool cinematic. Really fancy with good and crazy, intense music, and then you know, really cool shots. Definitely looking forward to that. That is definitely for sure. I'm gonna make that video, and I hope I can make it public. If there's problems with it, I don't know. I mean, at this point, why should there be problems? I don't care about Basil anymore since she left. I don't care. Like, I mean, there's a difference. If I were to like publish their components with like just like the component itself and say like, oh yeah, I'm publishing this because Basil didn't publish it, that is very mean, I would say. But I published this MS with a few components that weren't public. Like, for example, the input and input handling. The grouper I'm using is also a new version of the Minewave one. I think Although, wait, let me actually check real quick. Let me check something. Hold on, guys. Definitely check out the public archive on Mindwave. I think I said it enough now. It's a very good archive. There are very good stuff. There's all sorts of encoders, the color swapper, the bulk slices, and other cool things. That grouper and toggle buffer isn't actually in there anymore. Interesting. But yeah, the old Mindwave grouper and toggle buffer basically. This is a new version which is smaller and faster, I think. Or I don't think it is faster. It is definitely smaller and nicer, I would say. What's also not public, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think the merger is public too. I think the merger is not public. I just see people. Basil gave it away to people for some reason still. Yeah. The unstackable sorter is by Pyra. It's also not public. The rest, I think, is fine. Oh yeah. I mean, my chest haul and the pot bulk here is. I wanted to make them public anyway, since they're really cool and they're just super small. Especially also the backside here. Like, this is so simple. Like, it's just one rail, 2 observers. Also, this is really cool. This is actually fully reliable with the soul sand here. It actually removes momentum from the item and makes this fully reliable next to this right here. Which is really, really cool. But yeah, this would theoretically, this doesn't work if you were to trigger it from this part here. This is just the dropper line. But because it would actually power this, which would break it. But this only gets triggered when this can be triggered. So yeah, it's just really small and extra niche, I would say. What's also cool is this MS uses next to no target blocks. I think there's one in the temp. There is I think there is. I don't know about the unstable sorter. There is a few target blocks in the color stopper, and I think that's it. Yeah, the chest haul uses 0 target blocks, which is actually really cool. Oh, right, Ted. All right, I think then I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope. Ooh, still have the dragon head on. I hope everybody enjoyed this tour, and is looking forward to when this is again gonna be public, and also, you know, I definitely also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't wanna miss the video and the instructions video and when it's public. Check out the Mindwave Discord. It's really cool there. The public archive. I also have my own Discord server where I give like stream notifications, where I also have a public archive, or I don't have it anymore. I think I will have it again. Yeah. Definitely. Also check out Demo. Demo is also on streams on YouTube. He has a really cool 112 world. He will be also building this MS in his 112 world. So yeah, definitely you guys wanna look out for that. And yeah. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you. Bye.
Play.